Hey, hey, bitch, you better praise God or I'ma shoot and that's on God. I ain't playing by my Lord and Savior, I'm on my job.
And welcome back. You know, I don't know, this episode, some, I don't know. But, you know, we're rebranding because two people just aren't here right now. And that's not for any reason in particular. We just have more to talk about amongst ourselves, you know. Me and...
It's harder to get 4 people all together than it is to get 2. So
especially us two.
Yeah, especially when the other 2 live in different places on the U.S. So
yeah, the times just don't be adding up. It's whatever. It's cool because guess what? Canceled is still going to be a thing, and we just gonna start this off with a cute little game, you know, like we always do in true scammer fashion. And we just gonna play Would You Rather. You know what you would rather do. Mm-hmm. The audience does not. So let's get it. Question.
Would you rather have finger-sized nipples or nipple-sized fingers?
I'd rather have,
I think you are also in conjunction with my decision here.
Nipple-sized fingers.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Alright, would you rather shit on someone or have someone shit on you?
That's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do what I'm gonna have to do, so.
You're gonna shit on somebody.
Yeah.
Alright.
Would you rather have sex with a hideously ugly person or a beautiful fresh corpse?
This is a no for me, but I'm gonna go with hideously ugly person. Hideously ugly person. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm not no necrophiliac. Your dead body not finna get me off, sis. I promise. I promise.
Well, yeah.
All right. Would you rather go bright purple when embarrassed or sweat so much you soak your clothes?
Bright purple.
Is that what I chose?
Yes.
Yeah, it probably was.
Bright purple.
Ooh.
Oh. Would you eat your family pet or kill your parents?
I'm gonna eat Titan.
That is so nasty.
I'm not gonna kill my parents.
Okay, but
I'm not killing that. I'm not killing my parents. I'm not.
So you're gonna eat your dog?
Yeah. I'm cook his ass up, season him real nice. We won't even notice.
I will not be over for dinner. What? Oh, that's you.
Would you rather cheat and be caught or be cheated on and never be told?
Cheat and never be caught. Wait, cheat and be caught.
Cheat and be caught, okay. Is there any particular reason why?
No. Okay. It's just, I'm not finna. We already said, it was like, this was your question, but it was also an agreement because you're not finna cheat on me and I don't know about it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use their toothbrush? Ew.
I'm gonna use the toothbrush. Look, cause your dirty underpants, you're not gonna have your dirty cooch.
I said that. I chose the underwear, but that was because we have different parts beneath.
Yeah, so I could get an infection. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna playing with these dirty assholes. All right. Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
1-minute conversation with my past self.
I feel that. I think that's what I said. We are in agreement with a lot of these.
Yeah. We answered them for each other in the video. So
we know, and we knew each other pretty well, so it was good. If you could, no, this is for me.
If you could reincarnate yourself, would you come back as human or an animal?
I'm come back as a human. I don't want to be no damn animal.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Like, why? If I had a second chance, you want me to come back as an animal and waste my time? No, I'm finna be a human, and we finna get this.
It's not against the law to kill some animals, depending on the animal. So,
would you rather be constantly itchy or constantly sticky?
Sticky. That's what I said for you too. Sticky.
Yeah, I'm not finna be itching all the time like I am now.
Would you rather drink 2 liters of piss or 2 liters of sweat?
Can I have the sweat for 200, please? I'm not gonna drink no pee, bro. That's toxins.
Yeah, you're right.
It's way more toxins than what sweat is. Like, sweat is gonna be nasty, but at least it might look like water. The piss is gonna look like piss.
I don't think I had I don't have a problem with sweat, so.
Would you rather be constantly naked or always have people watch you have sex?
Have people watch me.
Yeah, that is you. That is you.
Yeah. I don't do it anyway, so it don't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Just do what I gotta do. Would you be just friends with someone you love or marry someone you hate?
I feel like I had this one. I don't know.
You did have
I'm gonna
this
just
one.
be friends with the person that I love because guess what? I don't care. Basically,
Yeah.
what I want from you is friendship anyway. All right, we gonna wrap this game up,
Sure.
or you want me to ask you this next one? I'll ask you this next one. We can wrap it up. Would you rather drown or burn to death?
I would rather drown. I'm not doing no burning. Can't do no
I feel
fire.
that. That's hell.
Probably already going
Girl,
to
not
hell,
with this
so.
Floridian,
Yeah,
this
I'm probably already
Floridian
going to
fire that's
hell.
outside. No thanks. You could keep that. I'm gonna go. At least I'm gonna be cool when I die. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna play with y'all. All right.
Can you drown in lava? Would you die? Would you die
I
drowning
feel like
or
you would
burning
burn-
first?
I feel like you will burn first.
Yeah, I think you would
In
die
the
of
smoke
burning.
inhalation, I don't know.
Oh yeah, there is smoking. Oh. Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully you pass out first, so you don't feel too much of the burning. That shit is gonna be hot, like hot. I don't want to go out like
Yeah.
that. Give me the drown and let me live my life. All right. So y'all just getting to know us. This podcast, just for anybody who doesn't already know us. We are who we are, bitch. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. How do we jump into this?
Our next bullet point is being black and queer.
Right now, in this moment.
In society, in the climate, it's above me now.
Currently above you.
Yeah, it's above me now. I'm tired of black people. Mm-hmm. But I am very tired of the gays as well. I'm not really where I feel like I should be accepted, I'm not, and especially with the black community, I've noticed this a lot with even black people in my own family. Like, it's just really toxic old black ways of thinking that are sort of very generational.
Definitely.
And just being in, like, talking to certain people in my family, you just notice that your head's in two different places, your mind's in two different spaces.
Definitely.
And because I had a conversation with a family member not too long ago about how she thought it was wrong for people for cartoons, some cartoons.
Yes.
I think it was a My Little Pony cartoon.
To have gay characters?
They were going to have a gay character or whatever. And we were talking about it, and she was obviously not in lieu of it. I personally don't care either way, but a lot of people want representation. That's your gig. If that's what you want, that's what you want.
I think it's important.
And I do think it's important because
people need
it contributes
to how you see yourself.
To how you see yourself when you grow up. Because growing up, I didn't see no gays on,
especially not no gay black
cartoons.
man.
I didn't see no gay black cartoons anywhere. It was always very heterosexual relationships between girl and female, white.
You mean boys and females?
Yeah,
You said girl and female.
A male and a female,
Yes.
And I was tired of it.
The white heteronormativity was very much
And that's what cartoons consisted of. So I'm really tired of it. But then again, I can try to understand the other side of the argument, because that person's argument was they don't need to be thinking about relationships at that age anyway, considering the age group that watches My Little Pony, basically.
No.
And they were like, a relationship shouldn't be the forefront of anything.
That's a cop-out.
I think they were saying. But in retrospect, I was just like, I can't even stand for that, because it's like,
That's a cop out.
They have relationship things everywhere. Like,
yeah, it's a cop out.
They've had. It's like, because they were like, oh, they shouldn't be on a children's cartoon, blah 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 blah, because they don't need. But I'm like, do you know how many worse things are on children's programming? Like, subliminal suicides are on. Like, what does a cartoon character scream when they, you know, are over the world? They said, oh girl, I'm gonna end it all. Like, I've heard that on cartoons multiple times. That's where I learned the phrase from. So it's like, there's a lot of things that shouldn't be on cartoons, but I don't think this is one of them.
That's a cop out for me, because first of all, as soon as a child is born, especially a little boy, when he start Googling the females in your family, he start Googling the grocery teller, the first thing you say is, oh my gosh, he's such a player. He gonna be such a player. He loves the girls. He's such a ladies man. Keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I don't want to hear you talk about how they shouldn't be exposed to relationships when the first thing that they are exposed to is the love that you have with your partner, your husband. Like, that they are exposed to relationships from the moment that they step into this world. Like, you can't tell me that a relationship should not be seen by children. Like, you're lying. Also, not having representation, not having gay representation in media. Most people's argument is, I don't want my kids to be gay. Like, y'all are promoting my kids to be gay, and you're wrong, because many of your kids did not have any gay people on TV, and they're gay. And they are gay. Like, I don't know to tell you, but you should try another argument that makes sense.
Yeah, I can promise you, the TV isn't going to help.
Yeah, like, the TV's not. It's not going to make it more. It's not going to
contribute to them, because if that was the case, if that's the logic you're standing behind,
then we would all be hetero.
Straight.
And that's just not the case. And I just recently had a conversation with my aunt, because I don't know. I feel like this has been coming back home. I've come out a lot. Like, I've come out to the people in my family, and there's not really much to come out about. It's not a lot to come out about. More so, I've just found that I am fairly fluid. Like, that's just what it is. It is what it is. It is what it ain't. That's that on that. And I was trying to talk to my aunt about it, about, you know, being queer and being Christian. Jesus, oof, wow, being queer and being Christian. I guess queer, sexually fluid, bisexual, whatever y'all want to call it. I don't care. And being Christian. And she was just like, that's not the way of the Lord. That's not the way of the Lord. Mm-hmm. And I said, you feel how you want to feel.
But for me, it's like, how does the Lord speak to you? Do you have him on your telephone? Do you have him on speed dial to where he told you that's not his will? First of all, y'all still going by that same old thing that you read in the Old Testament, and we ain't supposed to be going by them no more. So I'm confused. See, that's my problem.
I'm not gonna have that conversation with you. It was just, we were talking and it came up, and I was just like, I don't understand why Christians can't just be more accepting, be open-minded. Like, you are pushing away a whole what's the category of people? That's not the word I'm looking for, but a whole group of people, group of marginalized people who may or may not want to get to know God. Like, honestly, I don't know what I would be if I ain't know Jesus. Like, not for nothing, not to sound cliche, but getting to know who I was as a Christian was really vital to me becoming who I am now. And trying to have that conversation with a fairly Christian auntie, who we could argue is, you know, that's not a conversation for right now. That's a conversation for maybe another episode. But
you can have a whole
we can have a conversation on that.
On Christianity and queer.
We was just talking about it, and she was just like, that's not right, that's not God, that's not this, that, and the third. And I was just looking like, okay, well, guess what? If I ever get a girlfriend, you just won't know about it. You're going to ask me who I'm dating, and I'm going to say, nobody. Like, it's not your business, because guess who you're not going to attack? Me. Because guess what? I'm going to have to attack you, and I don't want to have to do that. Because I be attacking you on the low with my mom. I don't want to have to come at you face to face about your marriage. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to have to take it. You don't want to have to take it there. But I think overall, being queer right now, being black and queer right now, it's not as bad as it used to be. It's not as bad as it used to be.
It's just because there's so much stubbornness in the black community anyway. And it's so funny, the flip of the script when it comes to gay people, because black people can be so accepting and can stand behind so many causes, when it's like a regular heterosexual black person, black girl, black boy,
she get pregnant, she got an abortion,
she getting beat up,
she having a marriage, she having sex outside of marriage, all of that, y'all stand behind it. We can stand behind all of this, but as soon as she's black and gay, she's gay, she likes girls, the girls may not even just like girls, they may like everybody, and y'all still is just like, that's not natural.
Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I think but that's a whole nother conversation. Like,
for me, the phrase "not natural," I feel like they stick to that because biologically, women can't get another woman pregnant, men can't get another man pregnant, and that's what I feel that fits into about natural. Intimacy? But that's what I was about to say. But intimacy is very natural.
It is.
Attraction is very natural.
Very.
It happens in nature. I don't.
First
Giraffes
of all,
are real gay.
Yeah, I was gonna say most animals have no sexuality. Like they just wanna hump on and hunch on whatever they got, whoever's there,
whoever they want to go to.
Exactly. So like, y'all just that's life. Y'all just getting to know us. We is
y'all
two
don't
queer ass
got
people.
Y'all don't have the nuances. You don't grasp the nuances.
And that's the saddest thing about it.
It always comes back to that.
You guys are nuanced.
You can't grasp the
complexity
concept
of it. And it's like, I don't get what you don't understand, because if I was to tell you about how you kissed a girl when you was 5 and you suddenly just wrote girls off the rest of your life, you would be like, well, I was just a kid. But like, that doesn't mean anything.
If anything, it means more, because your child instinct is way more natural and way more free.
Yes,
and
way more innocent,
way
more pure.
If you are sitting there with girls at a young age, girl,
then you might like girls.
Well, I don't mean to let you know, but like,
oh Jesus, we can have a whole nother podcast on that, but we just want to let y'all know, bitch, we is here, we is queer, we is living our best lives. Next topic, what we talk about on this damn podcast, cancel culture, honey, and our stances on it. I stand behind cancel culture,
Same.
but I also understand how cancel culture is toxic, and how it's
just really, cancel culture for me is a very double-edged sword.
It is.
And one problem with it right off the bat is it's very selective for people.
Yeah,
like if you cancel this person over something, you won't cancel the other person over doing the same thing just because it might be your fave.
Yeah.
And that
I sure was about
that's
to call
not gonna
out
hold
names
up
of YouTubers, but like, we talk about y'all too much, so let's just pick something
on.
regular.
like the Nicki Minaj incident where she kind of shaded the girls meaning the queers, the LGBT, she kind of shaded the girls, and it was a real slap in the face, because it's like, girl, the fans that go hard for you are the gay ones. It is not your straight ones, honey. I can assure you that.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all wanted to y'all wanted to rip apart Cardi when she had that little transphobic fiasco, but I don't see you having that same energy for Nicki when she was being disrespectful.
Hers was also, if you're not really paying attention, you may have missed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you that. And also, if you did not tune in at the right times, you may have missed it. Those are the only reasons why you wouldn't hear it. But she was shading the girl. She did shade quite a few things.
When a bigger YouTuber opened his mouth about it, he was attacked. Kenneth and
they said
and Zach.
They always talk about it.
When they opened their mouth about how they felt about Nicki Minaj, just comments on that situation, they were attacked, and it was by other gay people, black gay males, and I was like, what is this foolishness?
I don't don't understand. I don't know what the bias is. Cause look, at the end of the day, you want to continue to support people that don't support you, and I'm the only place you're gonna end up is in a grave. And that's the saddest thing to say, because so many people in the LGBTQ community with all the other letters that
the plus,
all the pluses in. Y'all love to fight behind causes and rally behind these celebrities that don't really give
nothing. They don't
nothing
care
about you.
They don't care about you.
They don't care about you at all, and you want to be mad at us for pointing it out. But like, that is our very right to point out when a bitch just don't flow with us. Like, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, if it was when Offset did it, Cardi's partner, it was a huge problem.
Mm-hmm. And
right?
he said he don't F with queers in the song. He
and
came out with this half behind statement talking about how queers meant something else crazy or something like that, and it was like,
it's
okay.
Like the women low key do not get the same energy that the men get. But I'm saying the women will kill you just as fast as the men. Like, they're gonna get you killed just as quick as a man will. And y'all need to hash that out first and foremost. Hash that out.
The blacks need to learn how to support everyone that is black, and the gays need to learn how to support everyone that is gay, because even the gay community is very divided. And
because let's not even talk about how some of the gay people that you support still don't support you, right? Like, some of the LGBTQ celebrities, influencers, and all that support the white ones. They support their white peers. They don't support the colored peers.
Yeah, or they take it a step further and they would write off trans people. Like, I've seen, supposedly, the girl who says it's above me now. He is transphobic. It's above me to support him. It's above me now. So
wow, no, that's really above me.
Yeah, he's transphobic.
For a marginalized group to not accept another marginalized group, it baffles me, because you know what it feels like to be marginalized. You know what it feels like to be put into a corner, backed into a corner, beaten, brutalized, and killed, and shot up and chased after by cops. Get hunted for sport. And still, at the end of the day, when you come back and you lay your head down and you wake up in the morning, the first thing you think in your head is, well, I'm better than this, that, and the third. And I promise you're not, because if the cops lined all of y'all up, all of you getting sprayed. Myself included. Like, we all getting sprayed. Cancel culture, whatever. Cancel culture is important. But it's also important that you stick to it. That you actually hold people accountable. Yeah. Hold people accountable. It's okay to cancel somebody, and if they do change, if they do make a difference, to go back and be like, well, I'm okay with supporting them now. Yeah. It's not okay for you to say somebody is canceled. A time period goes by. Nothing has changed. They just have been quiet. And you're like, well, I'm going to support them again.
It also, I would like to throw in, people need to understand, when you cancel someone, cancel them for yourself. Yes. You cannot open your donkey teeth and cancel them for someone else.
Yeah, like white folks canceling people for black people. Yeah, don't do that.
I don't expect a white person to cancel someone that was racist to a black person, or like you can Trump, and that's nice and woohoo, ally or whatever, but I don't expect that, and I'm not gonna, that's going an extra mile expecting you to understand my struggle. Yeah,
because nobody asked y'all for that. We just asked y'all to listen to us and hear us when we do say it.
If your friend, and if you want to cancel somebody and your friend doesn't want to cancel somebody,
let them do that.
Let them do that. Like, they don't have to see eye to eye on your cancellation. That cancel culture, that's why it went so south, because cancel culture became a group thing, and it should have always been a singular thing. It should have been exactly. You need to cancel somebody because you don't support what they do, or you don't support X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, something they did could have just rubbed you the wrong way, and it is in your right to be like, well.
And it is also in your right. On the flip side of that, let me give the girls on the flip side of that coin, it is also in your right to, if it is something, a bigger thing, like if it is a bigger thing,
yeah,
it is also, and your friend doesn't want to cancel them, it is also in your right to, you know, disassociate from that friend.
Yeah, I was saying,
because
you can also cancel your friend for not canceling that person.
Yeah, that's your right as well.
It's always gonna be your right.
Because depending on the situation, like if this person did something that is a target at something directly involving like a group, like a race, like you, Black or Haitian, and you don't want to cancel them because you're not Haitian or blah blah blah, but you sit here and you have a Haitian friend, it's like,
yeah,
it's just a little awkward. Yeah,
if it's somebody, especially like in our case, in close proximity to us, right? Like if I said I'm really, really done with the city girls, like don't ever play their music again. I hate them because of what they said.
I mean, but we stopped listening to them for a while until we was just like, okay, girl, you said sorry.
Yes,
it
she
was
did
dragged.
apologize. It was dragged. And we was like, okay, so we're going to give you another chance. Now
just don't slip up. We got an eye on you.
Again. And it's done for
Honestly, I'm about to cancel her again, if we really want to be honest, because I don't like the way she speaks to her gay friend. Like, it makes me uncomfortable how she calls him fags and punks and stuff like that. I don't like how she does that. I don't know how
that's okay.
And that's also a heavy thing, like in the Black community. That word, it's heavy in the Black community.
I don't even like the way it sounds coming off the tongue.
No, get my drift. Get this. I went on a trip to Virginia, sis.
Don't do this.
And the people I was around, my family, although it was not directed at me, was using that slur.
Stop.
And I was like, I'm just not here. It just made me so uncomfortable because it was like, you don't. For me, it's more of a consideration thing. Like, why you are so inconsiderate. Like, you don't even think twice about how that makes me feel. And that's a sad reality. They'll be like, well, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, sis. Like, in retrospect, you are talking about me.
Because I am. Like,
yeah.
It don't make no sense to me. And especially, I want to say in Miami, they really love to use that as like a term. I don't know. It's not a term.
It's not a term. It's like, their first go-to to disrespect someone.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just don't even feel comfortable around the word.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like, very much more targeted towards.
I don't even say it
towards male gay people, rather than the women.
But I've never seen it used.
I've never heard it used on a woman. Yeah, I'm saying, okay, cool, whatever. So it's definitely more targeted towards the males and probably the transgenders as well. To bring them down.
I don't like the phrase tranny. I don't like that phrase.
Why would you say that? Just say trans. Like trans with the S. Like
a figure in my life. Why do I have so many homophobes? That's probably because my family is very old and Black and set in their ways. But a figure in my life referred to a trans person as that phrase, and it made my skin crawl because it's like, where is your respect for me?
Family?
Yeah, duh.
Family is canceled because honestly, thank God for the family that I have. Not the family overall. I was talking about immediate family. Parents.
Girl, you can throw away some of my immediate. Throw them away.
My parents, very open-minded people. I don't know how open my dad. I really don't know what he would say if I was dating a girl, but I know right now in this moment, Nadine would not say anything, and I shout out to my moms for that. The rest of my family would not be okay with it.
God, my family still ain't okay. It's like a don't ask, don't tell type of thing, but everyone knows.
My family will not be okay with it if I was to just be like, yo, like, I'm gonna be dating a girl, But they also don't understand my sexuality, so they don't understand why I say either way. They just don't understand, and I wouldn't want to explain it to them. So they're canceled because they're Haitian, and Haitians just have a problem with gay people. And I know my
blacks have
have
a problem. Yeah, the blacks have a problem with them.
The African.
I don't know where it came from, like where this internalized hate
I really think it came from Christianity.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about the white folks right now. We're going to have a little episode for y'all. We could cancel all of that at once, you know? And we just going to keep it moving on to why you bitches are so sensitive. Like, why are y'all so sensitive? And the topics we was just talking about, y'all may be like, well, don't you think you guys are being kind of sensitive about? No, we're not. We are valid in our feelings because we can be valid in these feelings because we occupy these spaces that these people was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of Haitians, especially Haitians from Miami, we're talking about how Carisha was just joking and it was all fun and games and like, you know, they always be joking with the Haitians. Mm-hmm. And y'all want to talk about how it's a joke and it's a game and it's funny. But when I have heard people in passing, like just people from down south, people who I used to be associated with, just speaking in passing about Haitian people, it was never actually a joke.
Yeah.
Like, you guys were dead serious.
You would say it's a joke, but it wasn't.
It was not a joke. You seriously thought when you said delectation that it was the most disgusting thing you'd ever seen in your life. You really thought that the smell was really so pungent. You really thought the person who was dressed was dressed in such an unorthodox way that you could not identify with it. Mm-hmm. It was never a joke. So y'all keep saying that, but you were lying. But the funny thing about it is y'all had this kind of love-hate because as much as you hated us, you still wanted you a nice fat plate of griot and plantains, didn't you? Right? Because a lot of people, that's the first thing that they think of when I say, oh, I'm Haitian. Oh, you know how to make griot? Do I look like your maid? Do I look like your mother? Yeah. That's not your business if I know how to make that or not. Because guess what I'm going to tell you? No. Mm-hmm. And I might just go home and make it for myself. I won't because I can't. But that's not nobody's business. When you guys say these things, when you say that people that maybe you might feel like he was being sensitive because he said that Carisha calls her friend all types of stuff she don't got no business calling him. But like, he occupies that space. So obviously he, you know.
When I feel like on the spectrum of sensitivity,
I think you're talking about other things.
Yeah, I think it comes more from a space of you knowing that it's a joke. Like everyone acutely aware that this is a joke. Like what is being said is a joke. And
y'all take
it also becomes like a question of character. Like you have to know what the person is. You have to know who that person is. And you know, and how they think and blah, 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 to where if they say something that would be seen as offensive, you know that this person is that type of girl and that's how they joke and blah, blah, blah. Like Carisha may be that type of girl, but I just...
We ain't friends. You're
homophobic. I'm not friends with her.
You're homophobic. You're all the phobics. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Xenophobic? Is that what it is when you don't like a certain group of people?
I don't know.
It's one of the words, girl. I don't know. You got problems. But I understand, you know.
Sensitivity is a weird space now.
I think you cannot expect to go online and expect people to hold a safe space for you.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Then people online don't know you. And Instagram and Twitter, now I'm telling you because I have curated my own space. When I have blocked people, gotten rid of people, unfollowed them, I have never seen anything from them again unless, you know, they happen to go viral somewhere and they end up on my timeline. Like, if you really truly don't like what somebody is saying, you don't have to be in their comments.
A lot of ways
and block
to
them
get around
and mute them, and I promise you will never see it again. Some of y'all really do be just taking it a little too far.
Yeah, some of you look for reasons to be offended. Yeah, you go searching.
The internet is not a safe space. Like when you got on the internet, when we first got access to the internet, that was the main thing that was preached on TV at school from our parents. Like, be careful because there's weird people online. But it's not just weird people. Be careful. There are trolls online. There are people who are online who get a kick out of pissing you off. Like, they're like, oh, look, I can push this whole button today and I don't even know. Like, you need to be. You need to curate your own safe space. Don't expect nobody else to do that for you. If you don't know how to do that, block, unfollow, mute, whatever you got to do, because you can do that. And I promise you won't see anything like that again. And especially on Twitter, you can mute words and phrases and all types of stuff. Yeah. So if you really don't like it, girl,
you can
move on past it. Social media presence, we don't really have. Well, no, that's a lie. I was about to say we don't have that much of a presence. We are not super present right now on YouTube. That's our biggest. That's also, we're not on our Instagram, and we don't have. We definitely don't have no Twitter. Do we have a Twitter? No.
What?
A Twitter, like a scamly Twitter? No. I don't think. Do we?
We might. If we do, I probably forgot. No, I don't think we have a scamly Twitter.
I was gonna say we don't really need one because we be on Twitter giving the girls gigs on our damn phone. If you really trying to get at us, you know, we got an email for this thing. You got questions, you got topics you want us to talk about. We would love
to do those little topic and answer. You know, like what do they call, like
question and answers?
Yeah, little Q&As or just advice columns. I mean, like, that would be
honestly, I would love to give y'all advice because y'all would be so pissed.
Let me give you some advice.
I will give you relationship advice. I will give you advice on Caribbean parents. I'll give you advice on college.
You can also...
And that's it.
If you want to put in input and you want us to like maybe talk about it in the next episode on input on what we were talking about in the current episode that you're watching, you can go ahead and do that and put that there and email us or put it in the comments of wherever this will be, and we will read it and we will reply live on air to you.
Yeah, you will probably... Look, don't be out here saying that out of pocket. Don't ask anything you truly do not want the answer to. Because as much as we try to be aware that we are not talking to each other, we still there's certain things that we just cannot feel, we cannot get behind, we cannot understand, we cannot wrap our heads around. So keep the foolishness to a minimum if you possibly can.
If something is lacking in logic, do not bring it here because girl, that's what I will.
We do not always answer on emotion. Fairly rarely.
A lot of the times, I don't answer with emotion. I will just see it logically. I'll be like, okay, well, here's the gig, and here's blah blah blah, and I would completely disregard the person's emotion that's involved in it. Like I'll be like, okay, but
you shouldn't.
This is what you should do because this is what's best for you. But you know, people emotions they got they got them ruffled and twisted all up. So, you know. Yeah,
like we're here for you guys. We are here for the masses. We're here for the girls. Everybody, we're just here. We're queer. We're ready to talk about whatever. Blase, blase, blah. And we really here to cancel people. So, I want to talk about shit that you think is probably like controversial. Controversial.
Yeah.
That word.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, we just want to talk about all type of stuff. So if you have questions and answers you want us to answer, like stuff specific to us, we may or may not answer. If it's too personal, I'm just going to tell you to mind your business. If you just have questions about, anything, bro. And I would really like to do the advice column. So, like, ask us questions.
If it gets to the point where, like, blah, 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 we will have a whole advice column episode. Yeah. Where it's just, like, answering or giving advice
y'all advice.
A
and
situation.
We can do that. If it gets super serious, we can, like, save it for, like, the ending of the podcast, where we'll talk about whatever it is we have for the day on the docket, and then we'll answer your advice, cool, cute stuff like that. So definitely hit us up on our socials. Leave comments, like
email those advice things. No, that's where you can send those.
The question.
Canceled. What is it? CancelledPod.
Yeah, CancelledPod at gmail.com. We will be answering. It's on my phone. It's on the computer. It's everywhere. So it's we will get into your gigs. Just ask us whatever. We'll get there. That's why we are canceled. Period. Yeah. Like we're actually #canceled. So that's all we got for the girls today. You know, that was a cute, fun, short gig. That's the shortest episode we ever did. And I felt like we was kind of talking forever.
What was the last one?
Why we are canceled, and we just told them.
And meaning what? Why did we name ourselves?
Yes,
canceled?
why we are canceled.
Oh well.
Because this is really just us. Like, honestly,
canceling is,
that's our thing.
It is what we do.
It's really what we do for real. We cancel everything in real life, not in our computer life, in our virtual lives. Everybody is just everything. It's all ready to be canceled at any point or time of the day, and that's all that is. Yeah. You had anything else?
Well, if that is the end of the podcast, we are so glad you tuned in. So glad you sat and listened.
Yes.
Utilize all of those links that will be wherever they will be, bitch. And yes, hit us up on all of that. And yes.
If you want longer episodes, usually we talk for longer than this.
Yeah, it's usually an hour
it's usually longer than this. This was just, kind of an icebreaker for you guys to just see where our head is at, with all that good stuff. It'll be longer. Don't worry. Don't cry. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. Get glad. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have a sign off for this. We gonna use the scam me one.
I mean, yeah, it's just us two.
Scammers. If you can't beat them,
scam them. Woo!